What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back with The Real Housewives of Miami, Season 7, Episode 15, Birthday Blues Cruise. Before I start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Y'all make sure you like the videos so y'all can stay in the algorithm, alright? Alright. So let's just jump right on in this episode. And the episode actually starts off with Kiki and Julia. They having just a little chit chat. We find out that Alexia, Larsa, Stephanie, Marisol, and Gertie, they're at a 80s workout class. And they looked cute. Everybody looked cute in their own way, especially Gertie. So Kiki wants to I'm gonna tell y'all what annoyed me this entire episode. Kiki and her sexual innuendos. Like, girl, get some and get out of our face. All right. So Stephanie joins Julia and Kiki asks how Adriana was doing, and Stephanie said that she still feels a way about her turning 59. So Julia tells the ladies that Adriana said she didn't want to celebrate her birthday. And Adriana and Gertie show up. They speak. She didn't say anything back. I'm sure that was a production thing to make it seem like she didn't talk to anybody. But you can tell the whole time she was aggravated and agitated. All right? And I think it's just more than this whole birthday thing. So Lisa and Larsa decide to have a side chit chat. They decide to fake makeup, I guess. And Larsa, apologized by saying, if I spoke badly about Jody, I'm sorry. Girl, you spoke poorly about Jody. So for you to say if, that is not an apology. Okay? Y'all know I'm going to always say this. I don't like Larsa. I will say this. I heard that the reunion is sometime next month. So look like they getting ready to wrap up this season. Anyway, Kiki wants Alexia and Stephanie to make up. And so Alexia said that she's always been being blamed for everything. And she said it was Marisol who suggested that they not go. But girl, like, first of all, you just threw your friend under the bus. Secondly, she didn't put a pow to your head and make you go. You chose not to go because you didn't want to be bothered with Stephanie. And if you're gonna say that, I need you to stand in that. I need you to stand in that, because it's giving fake. It's giving I'm teeter-tottering when it comes to the truth. Keep it a buck. Like, you that, I guess, badass. Keep it a buck. So Kiki once again takes this moment to slut herself out to the clear people. Like, Kiki pissing me off. Like, you pissing me off. Anyway, Julia decides she wants to plan something for Adriana's birthday. Marisol suggests, well, maybe we just should get her a cake. That because y'all don't, and I get with Marisol because her and Adriana been at odds. But as I need Adriana and Gertie and them to see that they don't really put y'all like that. But let me just point out another thing. The fact that you can support Adriana, the fact that y'all can celebrate all of these different women on here, but nobody, once again, and I'm going to keep saying it because I'm going to keep standing on it, has never celebrated Gertie. That shit is up. And yeah. Like, y'all, I really stand on it, and I feel like everybody on all of these different shows always want to holler out being a girl's girl, but they're not. They're only a girl's girls to their own friends, or the people that they make alliances with. But when it's time for them to really be a girl's girl, they don't. So they get women kicked off the show. They divide groups. They form alliances to do all of the things, and that shit is starting to really piss me off with these housewife shows, right, y'all? I just had to say that. Like, I just needed to vent a little bit. So we get to the spa, y'all. Kiki come down, and when I tell you her, I thought she had on a dress. I was like, well, Kiki, why would you wear a dress? But it is actually a bathing suit, and it is cute, and her body is C, and I'm not mad at Kiki. Kiki just aggravates me because she act like a a woman who just doesn't get on a regular and feel like she really need it. And if she's not getting it on a regular, she have to tell everybody. She have to over sexualize herself. And that shit is pissing me off. I feel like she makes a fool of herself in front of all of these women. Like, how far is that getting you, Kiki? But whatever. She's always done that. And I never really liked Kiki. But I like moments of her. She's just not a favorite to me. Lisa and Larsa walk in together. Marisol said the band is back together. Adriana comes down. She still look pissed off. Kiki, once again, decided to sit in the whirlpool and have her, the spa tub, and have her legs wide open. Girl. Anyway, Gertie have a conversation with Adriana about her and Russell in therapy. She takes this moment to tell Adriana that she's going to have her own individual therapy. Adriana gave her some advice to kind of go back into that little girl. That way she's able to get all of the things out. Gertie said that she is nervous because she's never been able to really talk about what's happening with her. So Alexia and Stephanie go into the mud room. They both at this moment decide, because they're just alike, they want to act like victims instead of apologizing to each other. Stephanie tells Alexia how she felt and vice versa. Alexia once again admits to Stephanie that you are bossy. And she also tells Stephanie what her issue is with Stephanie, and then says Marisol had way more other things to say. And then she said when Stephanie had lunch with Adriana, that's what really bothered Marisol. So why did Marisol tell Stephanie? Why do you feel like you had to tell this to Stephanie? Like, girl. So for me, I'm looking at Adriana, and she just been looking pissed off or just not happy. And I wonder if production was the one. I wonder if somebody from production kind of whispered in her ear and told her Marisol was pissed off because she had lunch with Stephanie. Like, Marisol didn't like that dynamic. And it's like, we know who run the it crowd. She says what she needs to say, and everybody else does her dirty work for her. I don't like Marisol. I never did. And now y'all already know I never did. So Stephanie was like, well, maybe it's Marisol. No, it's the both of them. One can't do nothing without the other. So Stephanie decides to also take this time to talk about her sister. And I'm just like, girl, if you can't put this shit out on the playground, we really don't want to hear about you and your sisters. Because 9 times out of 10, you were probably the reason that you don't get along with your sisters. But whatever. So then Alexia said that she and her sisters don't talk as well. Alexia, way to pull that out of your ass. Because we didn't even know you had a sister, right? And so her and Stephanie decide to take this moment to try to trauma bond. And I'm just looking at them like, in my madam voice, the blind leading the stupid. Okay? I just feel like it's really convenient that you throw all of this sister talk, speaking of Alexia, when you couldn't really sit there and face the music with Stephanie after you threw Marisol under the bus. So you decide to bring out your tears and talk about how you and your sister don't really get along. Girl, go to hell. So y'all, we get to the dinner, right? And Kiki asks the ladies when was the last time they slept with some girl. Whatever. They get Adriana a cake. And Gertie was like, well, what does the cake say? The cake said, happy birthday, Adriana. 32 times 2 minus 5 equals 59. And I was like, whichever one of you bitches did that, need y'all ass whooped. Point blank and the period. Like, y'all need an ass whooping. Because that shit was fucked up. Even though all of y'all knew how this lady felt about her birthday. So Adriana wiped off the matte portion She said that she appreciate what Julia did, and I feel like Julia didn't really put no thought into it. You just did it just because. I feel like you having this cake for her and ordering some men was just because. I feel like what you did for Stephanie, you put thought into it. You really don't with Adriana like that, and you'll let her know next week. And when you let her know, I will be on your ass next week. Anyway, Gertie heads to therapy. She talks about her trauma. She talks about her cancer. The therapist was like, hey, I need you to start from the beginning. I did not know that Gertie's name was Elsheba. Elsheba? And of course, because of her name, she was bullied. So she decided to go by her middle name, which is Gertie. And that became somewhat of a brand. Her name is a brand even before she got on this show. Gertie has been a brand for her business. And coupled with the fact that Gertie didn't speak English, so she really was bullied. And so her trauma shows up when, she was with the ladies and she started to feel bullied and isolated because they did ice her. They have been icing her out, and they do try to bully her. And then we see the production show back when Julia's stupid ass threw the water in her face. Girl, they still would have been peeling me off of Julia to this day. Okay? Anyway, Gertie says she doesn't speak her mind because she's afraid of the resentment that would come out. And she can't confront her parents just, because I guess just like Kiki, they've been taught that, whatever your parents do, it's just them doing the best that they could with, I guess, with whatever they had, and you don't have a right to talk to them about it and how they made you feel. So I guess that signifies some sort of a disrespect in the Haitian culture. And I just be like, that's a lot of trauma to hold on somebody's shoulders. And yeah, that's a lot. So Alexia and Marisol, they're having these conversations. They're meeting up at Marisol's house for dinner. Frankie's there. Marisol's husband is there. And I just feel like these conversations that they're having with Frankie around is extremely uncomfortable. Like, I guess I felt uncomfortable. They started to talk about Todd. Alexia, while they're talking about Todd and she's talking about Todd, she's also making excuses for Todd once again. And I feel like nobody wants you to be with your raggedy ass husband. But since you continue to be with this man, girl, you at this point can't tell me a whole ass thing about me and somebody else, man. Girl, enjoy the little life while you can. Okay, sis? All right. So Stephanie meets up with Adriana. She's doing the final details, I guess the details for the Christmas party. That, again, Stephanie says, we find out that Adriana is going to perform at the Christmas party, which is kind of cool. But y'all also know she is, she's actually, what is she doing? She's honoring Kiki as well. She says she loves supporting women, but you don't really see it for your own sister. So excuse me if I don't believe that you are a girl's girl and that you support women. Like, you be with the bullshit a whole lot. Like, you ain't shit. So Adriana says she was booked and busy. Stephanie asked Adriana, what was going on with her. She said that she missed her boyfriend. I kind of called Cap, but she said he had been gone to Paris for 6 weeks. So I kind of get it and I understand that, but I feel like it's way more than that. I feel like it's this contentious relationship between you and Julia. I feel like for some reason, and I know how annoying everybody think Adriana can be and is, I feel like for some reason she's really over these women in this friend group. And I think there's a part of her that wants to walk away, but I think like the fame of it all won't allow her to walk away. I don't know. She said that she's an artist and she's sensitive about her shit. Okay, she didn't say that. But she did say all the arguing makes her feel overwhelmed. And, she said that she was just I feel like she was feeling miserable. And I think Adriana is at an age where, she's probably is overstimulated with all the bullshit that happens around her. And I feel like once she stopped being production's puppet, because y'all know how she used to act, and I feel like that was just her being production's puppet. I feel like she came on this show trying to become the Adriana that she typically is, but we don't know her to be that because she's always been production's puppet. And I think once she stepped out of that, I think she really kind of looked at everything for what it is and tapped into herself, and now the bullshit overstimulates her. So Stephanie decides to take this moment, her messy ass, decide to take this moment to tell Adriana that Alexia told her that Marisol was upset that she had dinner with Adriana. And at this moment, I see and I clock what Stephanie trying to do. You know for a fact that Adriana don't really see it for Marisol. And you're pissed off at Marisol, so you're operating in a space like, let me find somebody else who don't like Marisol. And I guess that's until you and Marisol decide y'all want to get back cool. And guess what you're going to do to Adriana? You're gonna throw her to the side, because the truth of the matter is you want to be in that friend group so damn bad. That's why you act the way you act. You want to be with the cool kids so damn bad. Adriana thinks that Stephanie can see through the bullshit, and I just feel like Stephanie at this moment is using Adriana again until she get cool with Marisol. That's just how I feel, y'all. Stephanie is still mad. Oh, I did say that. Stephanie says Stephanie is still mad about Marisol not getting on her plane, and I'm like, girl, I thought you was over that. Like, I'm tired of hearing about that, girl. You and that plane, okay? Because nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Okay? Because you pissing me off. Y'all, she really irked my nerves with this plane situation. Like, girl, come on. Like, ugh. Anyway, if y'all have not, I am done. This is where this episode ended for me. Okay? If you have not, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel on your way out. Appreciate all the new subscribers that are coming. I really hope y'all like my content, and I will see y'all in the next video, which is Ready to Love. And yeah, peace.